How's everybody tonight? I just thought I would do a live stream, see what's going on. Hey, how are you? Happy Valentine's Day. Any questions? Hey, Nikki. Diamond, how are you? Quiet night tonight. Hey, little Meg. So what do you do, Nikki? What's your channel about? Do you dig or what do you do? Cooking. What do you cook? Do you cook Cajun, Mexican, what? Oh, you collect stones. Oh, that's good. What do you find them in the creeks or ocean or rivers? Some people collect ocean glass. Have you heard of that? Comfort country food. Oh, I love that. My favorite is meatloaf, or a nice roast with potatoes and carrots and onions, all in the roast pan. It's really good. We had three people in tonight. Oh, it's only two. Any questions about bottles or anything? So, any weird or unusual stones? I also like precious stones. Yeah, so do I. I used to collect stones when I was a kid, but then I got into bottles. What is my best find? This one right here. Gotta round it off. Bottom, you cannot stand it up. Oh, sorry, my camera's going. You cannot stand it up at all. This is 1850. Yeah, this bottle is 1850. Oh, from my best find from 1920? No, I don't have any right here. But this one is from Belfast. 1850. It's from Belfast, Ireland. And you cannot stand it up. You cannot stand it up at all. It just... The reason why they did that is so that the cork wouldn't dry out. Because they figured if the cork dried out, it would explode. And another one I got here is a inkwell. How much is it worth? Oh, this one here is probably, I don't know, $60, depending on the day. About $60. Before 2008, like the stuff, like when in 2008 when the crash came, this was actually worth probably about $100, but now it's only worth about $60. Another one of my favorites is this inkwell. This inkwell is probably about 1890. And then another one is this little creamer. Cream would come in this. So if you were at a restaurant, you would get this as a creamer for your coffee, or for milk. There'd be a little bit. This would come with milk or cream. Yeah, it's really nice. This one's not that old. This one's from 1950. I got several of these. But they're actually hard to find because, as you can see, they're so small. And I got another pop bottle. This pop bottle is from 1860. And it's a mineral water. But it's really cloudy inside. I have to get it cleaned. Yeah, the miniatures too. Don't forget to hit that like button. So what's your best stone that you found? Your favorite stone? Oh, thank you. What was your favorite stone, Nikki, that you found? How are you doing, everyone? Oh, wow. Where'd you find that? Jasper. Another one. Oh, Delaware. That's not far from me. Here's an insulator. How many have seen these on the hydro poles for hydro lines or telephone lines? Oh, hi Alan. My son's in the room. Hey, Father Time, how are you doing? Nice to see everybody in here. Yeah, so this is this one here. I would say is probably about 1900, maybe into 1910. But they made these for quite a while. So you've seen that before? What, on my channel or just on the hydro lines? Because they used these right up into the 1960s. But I think it was in the 1930s or 40s they started with the ceramic insulators. Yeah, on the lines. Well, I actually got that off the line. Here's a gin bottle. Antique light bulb covers. Yeah, I've got some of them. I have some of the shades or chimneys, as they were called. So yeah, this is a gin bottle. It's fairly old. It's a nice one. I dug it up. Yeah. Can you put moonshine in here? I'm sure they did, but it was mainly used for gin. Retain flavor? Probably do, yeah. Yeah, yes, you're right. You're right. The Father Time. Now I have another one. This is actually, I don't know if you can tell, it's actually kind of a greenish color. I dug this up several years ago. And this is a little pop bottle. Like this would have been a 7-Up bottle or a Sprite bottle. Used to make moonshine in dark bottles. You know, I knew some people that made moonshine. I know some people that still make moonshine. Yeah, so this would have been an early pop bottle, and it's also kind of a greenish color. Yeah, like they started making the pop bottles like this in the 1930s and 40s. And anybody seen this one? A new grape. This is new grape. And this would be from the 1940s. You guys have any questions about anything? What's new grape? Well, it's a soda. And it would be a grape soda. It says on here, a flavor you can't forget. New grape. Hello, California, Greenhorn Fisherman. How you doing? Nice to see you in the room. Don't forget to hit the like button. So if you have any questions, I would love to hear them. Medicine bottles, yeah. Blue glass, yep. I got some blue glass. With the stoppers, yeah, I've got some, but not right now. But oh, I had a blue glass. This one here is kind of a bluish. This is a ball. You already did come to check out your channel. Well, thank you very much for checking it out. I was checking out yours today. Some blue glass. Okay, just give me a minute. Or a second. Okay. Is this what you're talking about? Unfortunately, this doesn't have any name. And an old Coke bottle look kind of like greenish blue. Yeah. Oh, this is beautiful. I love it. And then I got the Noxzema. This was Noxzema. You look on the base of it, you can see Noxzema. So this one here would be the 1940s, which I love this kind of glass when it's washed up. Hit little dumpling. Oh, Mexican bottles. That would be really good. I don't have any of those. Where did you find those Mexican bottles? You love some blue glass. What's a Mexican bottle? Well, California Greenhorn, he has some Mexican bottles. What kind of Mexican bottles? Is it a pop bottle, a gin bottle, liquor bottle? Because I love all types of glass. All types of glass. So if you're in the room, don't forget to hit like. If you have any questions, fire them up. Just not too fast. Do you have any questions about how I find bottle sites or how long I've been doing it? Love to hear. Your dad is Mexican. We went out to Mexico. He had an uncle, passed away. He had a store. Beer bottles. Okay, medicine bottles. The old glass decanter, perfume, liquor. Do you have? Yes, I do. Hang on here. I missed that last question. How long have I been collecting? I started collecting bottles when I was 9. I was 9 years old. I started collecting bottles when I was 9 years old. I'm now 53. I go up and down the back roads, hiking trails. I go all over the place. The massive bottle site that you're seeing, my latest videos from the massive bottle site. Did I keep any? Yes, I did. I probably have over 1,000 bottles. But I don't keep every single one. I keep the bottles that are worth money and interesting. Like this bottle here. Yeah, this bottle here is not worth a lot of money, but it's interesting. Because not a lot of people have actually seen a small creamer that would have been in a 1950s restaurant. What bottles are worth keeping? The bottles that interest you. See, if let's say this bottle here, this bottle interests me, so chances are it's gonna interest you. Like there's something that interests you will interest someone else. What's not worth keeping? What bottles aren't worth keeping? Ketchup. Ketchup bottles, mayonnaise bottles, and pickle jars. Just bury them again. Don't smash them. I don't agree with smashing bottles. Like I always clean up my site. When I'm done digging, I clean it up. I rebury everything. I make sure that there's no glass for the animals to trip over. Like I can find decanters, yes, but I don't have any out right now. Hey Junior, how are you doing? I'm just doing a live stream, talking to people, answering questions. I moved last year, so a lot of my bottles are still packed up. I'm looking for a display case. Hey Linda, Safe Haven, how are you doing? If you hear any racket, anyone yelling and screaming, there's a hockey game going on upstairs. Maple Leafs are playing. But yeah, I love bottles. So this spring, the massive bottle site that I've started, I've just basically taken off the top layer. So now I'm going to be getting down. Do I live in Delaware? No. I'm in Canada. Yeah, I said hockey. There's a hockey game going on tonight between the how far am I away from you? Probably about 6 hours. There's a hockey game going on between the Toronto Maple Leafs and oh crap, the I think the Philadelphia playing. But right now the Toronto Maple Leafs are winning. Cork top bottles? Yes, I still find some with the cork. You're a Sharks fan. That's a good one. Philly in the house, yeah. I don't know if I have one handy. But yeah, I have found I think I got 2 with the cork still in it. I just left the cork in it. I have a beer bottle, but the beer's still in it. 1 second and I'll get it. Sorry guys, I couldn't find the beer bottle, but I did find a beer bottle. This one here is red cap, and it has the paper label. Now I didn't dig this bottle up, I actually bought it. First, like Jimmy, message in the bottle. I said, all right, but all is well there. Yeah, all is good. Yeah, I've actually sent messages in a bottle when I was a kid. But I bet you some of you have seen these bottles. The oldest bottle I have is this one right here, 1850. It has the round bottom. You cannot stand this bottle up, and it's from Belfast, Ireland. Yeah, it's water, mineral water. The small one with the cork. Okay. Well, this one here is a pharmacy bottle, and a lot of people find these. But this is what the original label would look like. It was very small. Put up there. 1850 predates ACW. Yeah. Yeah, this one here is cool. I bought this one. This is another one that I found at a garage sale. The lady that had this is a Spice, and it's a cork top. And can someone explain ACW? So this bottle here was probably from like the 1930s, 1940s, but you could tell by the type of cork. If you look at the cork, it was either cork or cap. Yeah, American Civil War. Yeah, this one here definitely predates that. I don't know a lot about the American Civil War. You got one. Yeah, I don't know a lot about the American Civil War. Yeah, from the 1930s. But if you look at the top of it, it resembles a pop. If you look at the top of that bottle here, resembles a pop bottle. But you can tell the age of a bottle by the top. This bottle here was machine made. This bottle was handmade. Pour slower? No, it was just the way the factories made them. I mean, if you look at this cork here, you look at that, and you look at that. All three are different. And then, of course, came the screw top. This bottle is also machine made. And of course is the Clorox bottles. You guys probably find lots of these. This one doesn't have a name on it, but it's definitely a Clorox from the 1940s, maybe even into the 1950s. I keep bottles of all ages. Yeah, 1861. Yeah, those bottles were. This one here was before. This one here is 1860. So it was the year before the Civil War. And this is mineral water. Yeah, it is nice. Practical Outdoors, how are you? Oh yeah, you've already been here, yeah. I have a bottle that's sent to me from Scotland. I'll show you that one. Just one second. Sorry guys. Now, this bottle here is a poison bottle. So it's a poison bottle. It's from Scotland. My friend Ian from Hindo Dixit sent me over some poison bottles. But if you look at the top of this one here, sorry, the top of this one here was actually snapped off. So this was like blown. So when they were blowing it, they would have snapped it off. And then they didn't bother sanding it or doing anything. So this bottle here would be about 1900. So 3 people in the room. So who's all left in the room? Because I can't see who's if there's still people in here or not. So you've been watching? Oh, good. So Practical Outdoorist, are you still in the room? Still? Oh, Father Time's still here. Oh, good. So what do you do, Father Time? Yeah, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And the subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I have a lot of things planned. How are you doing, Jeremy? I'm doing good. Doing really good. I just thought I'd do a live stream. Well, what's your favorite item, Father Time? Mine is definitely glass. Love this glass. Like this would have been at a school, in a student's desk at a school. Silver coin hunting. Yeah, I'm going out in the spring. Oh, you just subbed my channel maybe a month ago. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jeremy. If you have any questions, please ask. Yeah, I'm going metal detecting in the spring when all the snow goes, because I've got about 2 feet of snow outside. If you've been watching my snow videos, you'll see I got lots of snow. It is supposed to rain tomorrow night, and then we might get freezing rain tomorrow, depending on if it cools down or what happens. So if you guys have any questions, like when you're watching the video, you found a corset flash the other day, river hunting. Oh, that would be awesome. Did you make a video of it? Yeah, I sometimes go up and down the rivers. You're just west of Newmarket in a town called Poe? Oh, Potterville. Is that near Kelby? Yeah, you're waiting for the snow too. Well, you're not videoed. Oh, well, you should, Tin Man. It's not as hard as you think. Once you get the first couple of videos done, it's fairly easy. But you need a tripod. Oh, you gotta go? Okay, well, thanks a lot for stopping by, Practical. Oh, King House BD, how are you? Oh, that's where you went to school, in McKelvey. Well, my mother's family came from McKelvey. My grandfather grew up. My great grandfather lived in Kellerby. Well, actually, my family settled in 1850 in Kellerby and stayed there until 1920. Oh, an elastic band. Sorry, I get fidgety. So yeah, the MacArthur was my mother's family. I have a lot of family over in Newmarket area, like they're the Bogue family, Atkinson family, Montgomery's. Well, the glass thing right here. You have grandparents from around there. Here, yeah, it's a beautiful area. This is an inkwell. Oh, Tottenham. Yeah, this is really nice. This is a schoolhouse inkwell. This would have been in a one-room schoolhouse. Because you can see by the grooves here that it would have fit in the desk. And then they would have had their pen. I should have brought the pen out for these. Because people see these inkwells, but they don't see the pen that goes with it. And what else? Where did I find this? Found it in the town dump of Acton, Ontario. Yeah. Well, like when I find stuff, I want to know what it was used for, who used it. I'm really curious about things. Like when there's no dump near you. I bet there is. Is there any farms near you? Like, is there any farms, creeks, rivers? No. Where do you live? But this bottle is a pop bottle, but really only rich people would have had pop. They lowered the river to work on the dam and found a huge amount. Yeah, 1880s, 1890s, yeah. Yeah, they put dumps near rivers, swamps. Well, the small dumps, I normally only dig small dumps. The only reason why I found this was because they were taking out the old dump. So as they were digging it out, I started going through it. But I love going through forests, rivers, streams, anywhere, because you don't know what you're going to find. You know, you don't know what's sitting in the bush or anything. You're driving up to Hunting Cap, past Bancroft 2 weeks ago, an old farmland, old time, found some old bottles, cans, mostly cans, gone back to the earth. Yeah, old farms have old dumps. You got that right. Yeah, I find weird stuff too. Here's something I found. Sorry guys, I'm still here. But I found this. Do you know what this is? It's a door. There's the hinges right there. But this is a door from an old wood stove. And if you look on the front there, you can, I think it's a type of an angel. And this is cast iron. And I was walking through the bush, and wood stove door, yep. I was walking through trying to find this dump, and it was sitting up against this tree, and it was half buried. If you look at it, because I really haven't cleaned, but if you look at it right here, it was buried in the dirt from here down, but this part here was out, and it was kind of rusty and stuff. But this is the first one I ever found with the person or a figure. What is that? Angel, I guess you could call that, playing a harp. But you can see, because I really didn't paint it, but you see from here down it was buried. Yes, thank you. Oh, how you doing, Clinton? Yeah, it is a nice design. If you go to SJC Museum, he just signed in here. He has a museum on his YouTube, and he shows tractors, well, anything from lanterns to tractors to steam engines. He does all that kind of stuff. So check him out. But yeah, you never know what you're going to find in an old farm. You just don't know. You found a cork top in the river, or you found out to be a nasty urine smell. Yeah, well, that's the problem. People, well, the cork top bottle is great, but you'll find, like, if you start walking along rivers, and if there's homes nearby, chances are people drain their sewers and stuff into rivers. But don't forget, you know, if you're in a car and you're a guy, a bottle's come in handy. Spot near an old farm, 1860, and Native Americans were there. Yeah, well, hang on. So, there was a dump, 1700 Native Americans. Oh, that would be an awesome thing. You're welcome, Clinton. Did you see where I put, where I gave you a shout out in my second last video? I put your channel in the description, and I also put it in the end screens. I mean, if anybody wants a shout out, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to. So thank you for all the likes and thumbs up. I really, really appreciate it. And the subscribers. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, I can't see there. You know, a kid in Calibre used to go back to the old rundown mill. Yeah, wasn't much left, but would shovel the... Oh, okay. Lloydtown, Stromberg, yeah. Yeah. Your first blob top. Oh, that's excellent. Should be about, yeah, it's... To find the bullets, you're going to need a metal detector, which I'm getting one this spring, and I'm going out metal detecting. I got 4 farms, 2 schoolhouses, and there's a ghost town, and I've got access to it, so I'm hopefully doing quite a few videos digging coins and other stuff. You gotta go get some dinner. Okay, thanks for stopping by, Thornbear. Thank you very much. Take care. I'm not sure what kind of I'm going to get. It's probably Garrett. Yeah, I think it's a two. I think it's a 250. I don't have a lot of money because I'm on I'm on sick leave from work, so I don't have a lot of money to get one. But I'm going to get it. It's a reasonable price one. But I might do a video. Yeah, that would be great. Where am I going to buy it? Online. Garrett has you can buy them online. You can go to the Canadian Tire. Now they sometimes carry them at the Canadian Tire, or you can order them through the Canadian Tire. Yeah, I've already got a pointer. My buddy Steve from Steve Diamond sent me a pointer last year. Yeah, I guess it was last spring. So if you ever get up to my area, Jeremy, I can take you out to the massive a bottle site, and we could do a joint video. Oh, I got 6 thumbs up. Excellent. But I won't tell people where my sites are, but if you come up, I can take you out. How old are you, Jeremy? How old are you? Oh, 25. Okay. Oh, 35. Okay. You know, I could probably tell you some more about the history of McKelvey. You're in New Jersey. That's not far. I actually have relatives down in that area. Okay, good night. What was that? Blog Dog Leather? Yeah. My family came up from the States in 1776. They were loyal to the crown. So they came up from the States. Am I near Toronto? No. I'm about 2 hours north of Toronto, or northwest. I'm 5 minutes from Lake Huron. Yeah, that would be great. My email is on like a new sub. Thank you for stopping in. How old am I? How old do you think I am? $45? No, I wish. I'm 53. But yeah, it's about a 10-hour drive. Yeah, I'm 53. And where the massive bottle site is, it's about a 2-mile hike back into the bush. So when I go out to the massive site, it's 2 miles in and 2 miles out. So it's a whole day. Do you have good insulators? You mean like these? Love the new videos. Oh, sorry. It just comes up. Hey, how are things with the new finds lately? Things are really good. Yeah, I've got quite a few of these. I got this. 1 second. This is what I got to. So this is the one insulator. You've probably seen this one. And And this is another one. So you can see how they changed. Like this one is actually heavier. And but this one here is actually lighter, with less glass. It's actually newer. This was made in Hemingway. Yeah, these are nice. I got quite a few of these. And this one was made in the U.S. Stuck in the tree. Yeah. Well, you know, if you were to walk along the railway, okay, and if you see these sitting up in the poles, CPR, this one, yeah, made in Hamilton. But if you walk along the railway, whether it's an old railway, they used to bury these. If you can find where the poles were, they used to bury these in the dirt, like in the dirt, basically, or the gravel. If they replaced this one to put this one up, so they would have buried this one. And when they put this one up, they would have buried that one. So, he's a company, and the weight doesn't necessarily mean, no. I could probably find out. I've got all the information, but this is heavy. These were made at the end of the day. So, they would have made something like this all day, but at the end of the day, they would have had some glass left over. So they made these. So sometimes you can find them with gravel inside. Anything. I mean, anything that's off the floor can land in here. I actually have one. It's packed away, but it's got a huge stone inside. How do I date them? Well, I have to do a bit of research, but I got all the information on these. I'm sorry I don't have the information here. I've got it in my books. But this one here is definitely newer. It was a 3-wire. This one here was mainly, I believe, for the cable, telephone. Yes, they were made at the end of the day. Yes, they can have coins in them, yeah. I actually seen one. I don't have it, but I've actually seen one. It had a large penny inside this glass. But basically, what you do, never knew about them getting tossed. Yeah, if you talk to, there was a guy that came to the yes to your barn, Matt Ferber. He collects these, and he was telling me how he finds them. But basically, to date them, you know, you go by the name and where they were made, and you know, it's a little difficult, but I mean, you can do it. But when I go to an antique show, I usually have it all. It's bedtime. Gotta go. Okay, good night, King Speedy. Yeah, Matt Ferber had all the information. Yeah, Matt Ferber is actually starting a channel as well. Hey, how are you doing, 64? What is that? Jay Thornton? 64, how are you? Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up, like, subscribe if you're not. The old cedar, yeah, that was amazing. That was the first one I ever seen. Yeah, I bought that cedar last year. Guy was selling it. I paid $10 for it. I mean, I wasn't going to tell him, but it was definitely worth more than $10 because one, it's one of a kind, and you can also consider it to be like a piece of art. I actually have, I'm going to do a video of some of my tramp art. I have some pieces that were made in the 1930s by tramps riding the rail. Wow, yeah. But yeah, I enjoy anything that's old. I mean, I have a real bad habit of collecting a lot of stuff. It's fun though. Yeah, I'm going to do a tramp hobo. I actually have it's a small table. I found it at a garage sale, and it's made out of twigs off a tree, and then they took a cigar box and put it on top and made I guess a fern stand out of it. And you could, like, if you turn it up upside down, you could still read what's on the box. And then I have another cigar box, but they had turned it into a jewelry box. And if you open it up, you can actually read what it was. I'll probably do a video like that soon. Yeah, I'll probably do one of them soon, Jeremy. So, any other questions? Someone wanted to know how old I was. Am I too old to be going out? No, I go out. I enjoy it. I enjoy the hunt. I enjoy it because I don't know what I'm going to find. I usually go out in the morning. I leave the house about 7:30, and I walk out, and I usually do about two or 3 hour dig, and then I come back, and in the afternoons I'll do an abandoned house. I'm going back to a house I did. It's an abandoned. It's like a schoolhouse church, and it's really freaky. I don't really say that a lot on my videos. Like a lot of people have abandoned houses, and every single abandoned house is haunted. But this schoolhouse, I didn't hear it at the time, but when I was playing it back and doing the editing, I heard bells for about a minute. You're never too old. You're 63. Tell people I'm 6 foot. Yeah, makes you feel good. Oh God, no. You're never too old to go out. Oh hell. I mean, what am I going to do? Like my dad's 78, and he's restoring a 1951 Ford pickup. He's storing it himself. He's not paying someone to do it. He takes the engine apart. He takes everything apart. But yeah, I don't know what I would do if I stopped going out, because I enjoy going out. Yeah, there actually is. There actually is a lot of abandoned houses. I'm not sure exactly why, whether people were renting it and they trashed it, or farmers bought up the land just for the farmland and then they couldn't be bothered with the house. Like, there's various reasons. But this old schoolhouse, yeah, you can hear halfway through the video, you can hear the sound of these bells. And so I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to the same spot I was in, and I'm going to record it again just to see, because it could have been it could have been anything. It could have been a truck going by, it could have been a car, it could have been someone playing music, I don't know. But it just kind of spooked me that these bells were playing, because I did not hear them that day. But it was windy. So we got five people in the house. Clinton, when's your next video? Is SJC still in the house? No, who's still in here? Yeah, is there any abandoned buildings near you, Jeremy? Well, there should be some, because there's a lot of construction around Newmarket. Like, they're building all these new homes. So I'm sure there's quite a few houses that are going to be torn down that you could go in and record. As long as there's no signs saying don't trespass, like no trespassing signs, as long as the building is open, then I'll go in. I did a video, I was actually going to show it. Yeah, I seen the one you did a couple days ago. Nice one. There was the snow video. Hunting on beaches and carnival sites, yeah. Yeah, you should go and take a tour. Yeah, I seen that one, Clinton, about the Blythe Steam Show, yeah. Yeah, you should go. You like, if there's signs saying don't trespass, if the building is locked, you cannot go in. But I mean, if the door is open, that's why they call it an abandoned building. I went to do this log cabin last year. Oh, my wife's on. Happy Valentine's Day to my wife. How are you? She's being nosy. Yeah, so I was doing this log cabin, and the owner of the farm stopped by. Oh, you're good. I'm glad of that. Your part of Arizona has a lot of old buildings, and looked around and found small items. Yeah. Well, you should record some of those old buildings. So yeah, so just as long as you're not breaking anything, I don't take nothing out of the house. Have I been to the website? Yeah, I believe so. No, I'm not sure. I'll have to check it out though. Why does I guess it lists a lot of homes. I did one where the owner of the property stopped in, so I didn't ask. I was in the actual cabin, and the guy that owned the property stopped in. Oh, I'm having lots of fun, Donna. Hey, how are you doing? Was it Chris? El Ray? How are you? Don't forget to subscribe to everybody, eh? So yeah, so the owner of the property came up and started talking to me, and everything was great. He was surprised. Tells you all the houses. Oh, okay, I'll have to check it out. I might have checked it, but I certainly will. Good to hear. Good to hear. What's that, Chris? Yeah, good to hear. Don't forget to leave your like or your thumbs up. So yeah, you can find all kinds of different houses. I was in one place where the person, I think, had died the year before. There's a video on my thing, and you walk through, and all the furniture's there. You're gonna bounce back for a smoke? Okay. I wish I'd go for a smoke. But anyways, yeah, so yeah, I go through all these places. Well, come spring, around June, that's when the black flies come out. So I don't do much bottle digging when the black flies are out. But after July, so I'll bottle dig if it's an early spring. I'll go out March, April, May. Then when the black flies start, I usually take a break. Howdy, redneck beauty. Troublesome website too. What? Oh, sorry, Clint. I didn't see that. Okay, well, I'll check it out. What was I gonna, oh, so yeah, so I usually take about a 4-week, 6-week break because of the black flies. The far next door is posted there is, oh, not abandoned yet. But I mean, I could go up any side road around here and find one. Pictures of the contents, 5 pictures through the windows, yeah. But some of the houses are just amazing what's left. Like I said, this one person died, and they left everything. Like, they took what they wanted, then they left. But I'm going to be doing some videos, Clinton, on some of the iron that I find. But guys, I'm going to have to sign off. My camera's going dead. I'm down to 15%. But I want to thank everybody for stopping over and talking and asking me all these different questions. I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to have to sign off. I'm sorry Jeremy went out for a smoke, but I'll see him again. So we'll talk to you later, okay, everyone? Have a good night. Bye for now. Thank you very much, Father Time.